What's up, honey love? What's up, girl? What's up, honey love? I see you. What you doing, Red Sonia? What's up, Sonia? Fat Mama Sonia. What's up, Fat Mama Sonia? What's up, Fat Mama Sonia? What's up, Mayday? Lord Mayday. What's up, boy? What's up, Lord Mayday? What's up, my boy Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? It's my big boy, Doc. What you say? All right. Welcome back to another week, another episode of Game Dog Talk. Of course, we got the legendary panel in the building. We have the legendary schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, thanks. Welcome to this great chat. And the panel, Bach and Mr. Boone.
Much love, brother. Much love.
We have the legendary Only in American Kennels, Brother Bakri in the building. How you doing today, sir?
I like to say peace and love, and I'm flying high. My motherfucking Lakers put on goddamn work, goddamn it. So I'm feeling good. Yeah. Goddamn. I'm feeling good. To the one and only roster motherfucking man and the schoolboy goddamn legend himself. And to the awesome chat, and to the awesome chat, by the way. To the awesome chat room.
Yes, sir. And we have the legendary roster man Boone in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Yes, I am calling 78 Sports to the maximum. My brothers out there in the chat room, to the maximum brothers. Yeah, that's your name. It's new. To the maximum vibrations. We here only in America. Schoolboy action, California style. 78 Sports. It's for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be all right once I'm waiting on my Bucks to come back and play like they got some sense. We out here getting our ass kicked by Miami.
No, your boy got hurt.
I know Giannis got hurt, but we still supposed to be able to beat Miami without Giannis, man.
Don't downplay Butler. Jimmy Butler's a goddamn bulldog, baby.
Yeah, he is. But that's Jimmy Butler.
Hey, look at Pat Riley. It starts with Pat Riley.
It damn sure start with the slick head motherfucker.
Man, Jimmy Butler is a beast, but we ain't supposed to be. Ain't no way we supposed to be losing to Miami, man.
Man, get out of here. Miami is the hardest playing team in the business.
Miami dusty. They dusty. But we'll be all right, though. We'll be all right. We might have to sacrifice this game and get our mind right, but we'll be all right. But anyway, we waiting on Ram. Ram will be here in a minute. Let's see what we got here. We got some good questions. The people sent in for this week, I should say. So, first question is:
You want to do a roll call?
You want to do your roll?
Yeah. Let me do my roll call. I forgot. Talking about the Bucks. See how the Bucks do it?
We sorry, Kevin. We sorry, brother.
See, man, they threw me off, man. Let me see here. All right, we got Mark Wonderlich in the building. Salute, homie. Outlaw Texas Kennels in the building.
All right.
Michael Forgood. T-Mac. City Boy
T.
Kennels in the building. Hugo.
City Boy.
Tony Gardner. El Jocko.
Okay.
Dre Day. K-Walk. Miami Snoopy 305. Salute, homie.
There you go.
Double
M Despo.
Okay.
Pure business, y'all. Keep on coming.
Mr. Kilroy.
614
Tree.
All right.
That sounds like Lamont, Bob Kilroy.
Right.
Darren Zillers. Our Family Kennel. Salute. Vernon Starr.
Our Family Kennel. I love that, man.
Self-Made Kennels.
All right, Self-Made.
Jeremiah in the building. Young Bulldogger.
Young Bulldog in the house.
260 boys.
Way to go,
Kilango Kennels.
All right, way to go, Kilango.
Caliango, my bad. I said Kilango. Caliango.
Calinago.
Calinago?
Yeah.
Okay, Kalinago Kennel, salute to you.
Salute.
Eddie Roser.
Eddie Wilson.
All right.
Dreadlock, Hillary Kennels.
Dreadlocks to the maximum.
Vinny in the building.
Way to go, Vinny. Yeah.
Can't read everybody.
Where you been, Vinny? Where you been, Vinny?
Yeah. Salute to everybody that's in the building. I can't read all y'all, man. Y'all in here.
And to live light.
Oh, salute to the homie Live Life Real. You in here?
Always.
Soul Power, aka Gamed Up Kennel. Salute.
Oh, Soul Power. Okay, way to go, Soul Power.
Yeah, it's Soul Power.
Kelvin Tally in the building. God damn it.
Yeah, salute.
Is the Tay-Tay in the building yet?
I don't think she in here just yet.
Okay.
She'll be in here. Blacklist Kennels.
Okay, we got Elevated Vinny. Okay, I'm sorry.
Salute to Blacklist Kennels in the super chat showing love. Appreciate the support. He said, love the show, fellas. Man, I be out working my dogs on the spring pole, talking, let's go to the maximum. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Blacklist.
Family business. Hey, look here. If anybody asks you about what this program is about, you let them know it's pure family business to the maximum.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
and we ain't talking about condoms, goddamn.
I can't use them damn things. They choke me. I can't breathe with them on.
Oh Lord, no, I'm thinking about Magnum. I'm sorry, I got Maximum with the Magnum.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
We are the maximum crew. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's go on and get to it. Let's get to it. First question is, can you start a breeding program with your foundation dogs being brother and sister? And has anyone on the panel ever done it? I have 2 Borbles and do protection work with the male and female. Look, you said where the male and female looks like she's gonna turn out to be they are first generation apart, brother and sister, 1 generation apart, brother and sister. He says, can I breed them? I shouldn't have had all this. I should have edited this. He says, can I breed them or should I breed another dog and go back into the niece and nephew? How do y'all feel about brother and sister breedings and foundation dogs? Mr. Garcia.
Yeah, you can start that way. You can start any way you want, but you're still gonna have to breed out to something, you could, that's brother and sister, but it's from 2 different litters, so it's a little bit different, but the same, whenever you start, you're going to start with 2 dogs breeding for the most part anyways, even if you have more dogs. I started with 3 dogs, two females and a male. Kind of took that from the game fowl trio. But you could start with 1 dog if you breed to someone else and you get some pups back or something like that. It just, more dogs give you more numbers, more variety. But yeah, I would, this is what I tell people too. I would do both. If you want to breed those brother and sister, and then after that, go out and breed to something else, and then take those to the uncle and the aunt, like that, do that. I would do both. It's like when somebody asks me, which male should I breed to? Breed to both of them. If you like them, both of them, breed them back to back, 1 male first time, another male next time. Because you're going to do that anyways, unless it's the rare occasion where you only have the opportunity to breed 1 of them, then breed the one you like the best. But it's all about, like we say, the traits and all that, which traits you like and want, and go with that. What are they? Why would you choose one over the other if you had your brothers? That's about it.
What's your opinion on that, Brother Bach? Brother and sister breedings for foundation.
First of all, I'm gonna keep repeating the same shit. When you let legendary goddamn Richard Garcia go first. Only thing I'm doing is coming right behind the brother, and like most people on our most of the legendary brothers is on the show. Once I go behind them, I'm just basically just practicing. You understand? Because they done already gave the answers to the as Boone say, to the maximum. So I'ma just take just a second to just say what everything Rich said was 100% accurate. All right. Now, like Richard said, the foundation dog, the one using, because and I'm gonna just say this: some people will say a foundation dog is a dog with a beautiful pet and ain't shows you a motherfucking trait worth having, a motherfucker. Okay, let me just say that. It's so much dumb shit I hear about what a foundation dog is. What the fuck is a foundation dog? That's what a person first got to ask. The foundation dog should be of the traits that you feel like the rest of your fucking kennel should be emulating, basically. So if you don't have a trait in line, then how is it a foundation dog? How is it a foundation? A foundation to what? My yard, your yard, or his yard? What is it that you like? If you really like game ass motherfucking dogs, and that's your number one fucking trait, then it should be some game ass stock. If it's heavy mouth and roughness and finish you want, then let that be. But you just can't say, well, this motherfucker gave me a dog. And this man, look at the pedigree on this bitch. Woo! I'm making this motherfucker foundation dog. Dog ain't showed you shit. The shit before it ain't showed you shit. And 9 out of 10, you just gonna have a whole yard full of shit. And you gonna run with it because you're gonna be tunnel vision to the fact that you decided to make that motherfucker a foundation dog. Okay? So I'm trying to don't make no dog a foundation dog that ain't worthy of being a motherfucking foundation dog. That's what I'm telling you first and foremost. Fuck a brother sister breeding or any other breed. Any dog can be a foundation dog long as it has the fucking criteria that you are willing to fucking feed and raise around that motherfucker. All right.
Yes, sir. Watch the man Boom. What's your take?
Well, to me, as far as inbreeding is based upon how much intensity you want on them on the dogs. We already know if you take 2 human beings, a brother, and breed 2 sisters, they don't keep it gonna be crazy as hell. That's a fact. That ain't no ifs and buts. So it just depends on what the guy trying to do, and then I mean it would be you're making sure that you want to keep the line alive. Yeah. So if you're trying to keep the line alive and you want to inbreed it so that you can keep, build your foundation off of them and keep the line going. And then you can use a little out. And then, like Schoolboy said, breed an uncle, cousin, nephew, whatever. You know what I mean? Just kind of mix it up. Is it on that side? Okay. And then you'll be okay. So, just like Bob said, we all going back behind. I just think the people just like to hear each one of us give our description or whatever the question is. I believe that's what mostly it's all about. And then, you know what? I really appreciate that. And I know Bach and all of us appreciate Kevin and Schoolboy Ram, all of us appreciate that because we really enjoy talking to y'all brothers and sisters, man, so that no matter what questions y'all have, it might sound stupid, it might not make sense, no matter what. If you have a question, ask it, and we'll see if we can answer it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute to Dickie Foster in the super chat. Appreciate your support, man. He says salute to the chat and the panel. Thank you, brother.
Salute to you
too,
Dickie.
That's good people right there.
Yes,
always supportive, man. Always supportive.
Awesome.
Salute to Bayou Kings Kennels in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says salute to the panel. Has any of the panel had experience or know of dual sire breedings? We talked about that a long time ago. Dual sire breedings. What about you, Brother Bach? You ever heard of that?
I'm trying to hold up. You said who? Say that. Okay, I was up here. You talking about? I'm looking
Dual
at
sire
who?
is like a female bred to two males.
A female? Oh, you talking about? Can you get 2 litters off of one bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you can, because the female can take more. She can take more than one sire. You know what I mean? So I mean, and actually, how I found out first, we used to breed Dobermans, and a mutt got in the yard and bred to our bitch. And my mom told me to hurry up and go around the corner and grab the fucking Doberman that she was going to breed to, and he bred right in it. So my mom sold the so-called pure Dobermans, and then we had the mutt she was selling for $25 coming down from the same bitch going to the basement. Ain't nobody know it was the same dog with the pure fucking Dobermans and the mutt motherfuckers. One was $25, the other was $125. So yes, you can do it all day. Some people do it just so that they can get the breeding out the way, and some will, do a DNA check to see which of that. So it's happening all the time. People might not say it, but it's been going on from the beginning of time.
Yes, indeed. What's your thoughts, Mr. Garcia?
Same. Bach said it all. There's nothing I can add to it. That's it.
What about you, Rasta man? How you feel about dual sire breedings? You had any experience with that?
I've never tried it, but I've seen people breed one dog and then breed another dog, and they say, then they'll say the dog is off the one they choose.
Right? Ain't that a bitch? Everybody in the litter black booing it, but this is off of Billy and the other one's off of Hickory Dick.
That's just funny, man. It's funny.
You gotta look in the eyes. Man? Look in the eyes, you can see that's Billy.
I want to say this, man. The most beautiful thing about being in a fraternity of bulldogs is that you see so much, man, and when you see it, sometimes at that time it might not be funny, and then at that time it will be funny. But the joy it brings to go through the ups and downs, the ins and arounds, and the maybes and the mites, it's like a joy no other can experience unless, you're dealing with these dogs and the people and then, like you can meet some of the people that's involved with the dogs, and they mentally and have issues, and, you just meet all kind of people. It never it's never surprising to meet the different characters. It's always interesting, and so you just have to figure it out as you go.
Yes, sir. PD Kennels in the super chat, appreciate the support. Says peace to the panel. Can anyone tell me anything about Joe D's Red Pirate or Acart's Red Tide Crash? Anybody on the panel know anything about those dogs?
I know about the offspring of them, but I don't know Red Pirate, like himself. I know the breeder and person who owns, you know what I mean? But if he's talking about specifically that dog, no, I just know the offspring, shit like that. So I don't know if that.
Those dogs came after y'all time.
Right.
I think so. So they still fairly new. Salute to PD Kennels.
Thank you, PD.
Yes, brother PD.
Big up, PD.
Brandon Satchel in the super chat. Appreciate your support, brother, with the 10-piece chicken nugget. He says, back in the day, how early age would you put a young prospect in heat wall in training? He says, if they showed you the potential of being worthy. Let me see here. Let me read that again. How early would you put a young prospect in a heat wall? I don't understand that. Anybody understand that question, Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, I think he's talking about, how young would you push your dog?
Exactly.
Where they run hot, get taxed, like that. In my case, you know, throughout their life, I would see stuff like that, you know. And one thing I would do with most of them is whether when I started actually rolling them or depending on, you know, how much schooling they had, whatever. It just depends on the time of year. I would do them during the summer to see how they look in the heat. Some dogs take it well, some don't, you know. Even, you know, I sent some dogs to Guam, and the guy would tell me that my dogs did better in the heat than dogs they got from other guys, you know. So I tried to put them in all different situations and just to see where they're at. And it could be through exercise, could be in the traditional sense, rolling them. But I like to see stuff early. In fact, anyone who's not on Patreon, if you want to join the Patreon, we covered some of this, like schooling and stuff, you know, definition, how we did different things that's not on this regular channel. Plus, on my channel, I did a thing called Schooling Pups, a video that went into more detail of some of the things I used to do that unorthodox, but I had a reason for doing them, you know. But that was part of it, even though we might not have mentioned it. You want to see them under some kind of pressure or adverse situation, you know. And so I don't know. Sometimes I see it at 3 or 4 months, you know, not killing them, not beating them up like that. And I'm not talking about rolling them, just exercise and put it that way, or let them hunt. You know, I call it hunting. It wasn't really hunting. They just run animals down, you know, and see where their mind was and see where how much they could take, you know. And then of course during the schooling, you know, I wanted to see at least something like that out of them too, and sometimes more than once, you know. So I couldn't really put an age on it, I guess is my point.
You there, Kevin?
Go ahead, somebody.
I'm sorry. I'm talking, but I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that, Brother Bot?
Well, again, you know, I'm not the great one to talk to. I always said I am very unorthodox. I do everything backwards to what that people have been taught not to do. I was the motherfucker was going against the grain, and the worst thing I could have did is had success with it. So I would basically always told somebody, let your shit mature so you don't lose teeth. You don't fuck the confidence up of a puppy. Let the puppy mature physically and mentally. All that's right shit to say and do, by the way. But I also have a different school of thought that if I got a student that is showing me that it wants to fucking do what it is that I have them to do, I always let them have a little fun at it while teaching them through the process. So there really wouldn't be an age for me, even though I wouldn't recommend the same for nobody else.
Yeah. Yes, sir. How do you feel about that, Rasta man? Oh, go ahead. You said something.
I was gonna say, as a matter of fact, you know, because, and I mentioned this before, you know, me and Bach did some of the same things, you know, even though we didn't interact. I mentioned that on my video, just an example that it wasn't just stuff I did, you know. These things come around in your head, you know. And I don't know how Bach was raised, but a lot of the country type stuff I did, you know, he did too. And the reasons we did them were for the same reasons, because stuff comes in your head. Well, what about this and what about that? And why hold back? You know, if they want to do something, why are you holding back? Wait, and again, to reiterate what he said, you know, you don't want to break teeth, you don't want to break bones, all that stuff. So there's a certain way of doing that, you know, where the end result doesn't end up being a lot of damage or something like that. You know? And a lot of it for me was just bringing out the instinct, you know, or their prey drive. See, not bringing it out, but seeing where they're at, if they have it or not.
Right.
And those would be the ones that I focus on more. You know, I like my dogs to get pissed at some point, even if they're frustrated or hurt, get mad, rather than go the other way where they giving up or, you know, where it's affecting them, where they don't want to do this shit no more. You know, those are the kinds that I like. It just, you know, they get pissed, man. Whether I had to hold them down or, you know, they're getting beat up or whatever, I wanted to see them get mad, you know,
Right.
about the situation. So it's just another thing, you know. 3,000 miles away apart and doing the same shit.
Right.
So it's not uncommon, but it's not common that most people do that.
Right.
People used to freak out when they, you know, the people would freak out when they see some of the shit I did. Like, why are you doing that for? Because of this. I tell them, well, why, you know, like that, you know, and it just, again, it's my upbringing. You know, my dad did the same thing with his cow dogs, you know, because they're going to get kicked. They're going to get stomped on. They're going to get flung in the air. So you want the ones that know how to do something about that, either avoid it or deal with it or whatever, you know, and they have to keep working at the same time. You know, just because you get kicked, if that makes you run off and you don't want to run cattle no more, then you're gone.
Exactly.
But if you get kicked, my dad just laugh and tell them go back in there, and good ones they go back in there and work them cattle, you know. So that kind of transferred over into the bulldogs.
Yes, sir. What's up? Welcome down, Rad. Big stepping in the building. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
The big stepping in the motherfucking building.
Salute, OGs. How y'all doing?
You got it, boss. You got it.
Stepping to the maximum.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Brown Sugar Tay in the building?
Okay, Tay done made it in the motherfucking building. What's up, Tay? Okay, we got Going Hard Twin and the guy in here too. Okay.
What's up, Going Hard Kiddos in the building?
Yes, indeed.
What up, Twin OG?
Yeah. Yeah.
What up, Tay?
I like Tay, man, because when I like comment on your other, like on the boxing thing, she always says, "Hey, Mr. Garcia." She cool, man.
Yeah. Brown Sugar. Let me ask you this one, Brother Boone. This next question is: has the panel ever had a dog stolen from your yard or from another person's yard? So basically, a dog you owned, stolen from your yard or somebody else's yard.
Yeah, I had a few of them. I wish I could get them back.
Any stories?
I wish somebody tell me where they at.
Indeed. Let me ask. We'll get some super chats here. Let me go to you on that question, Brother Bot.
Have I got a dog stolen?
You ever had a dog stolen from your yard or a dog you own stolen from someone else's yard?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you these bitch motherfuckers. I hope they hear me. Motherfuckers came. I had bread and had some good shit off of this shit. And the motherfucker I brought it from, I believe his bitch ass, along with his friend, went in that motherfucker and got it. Cause I later, you know what's so fucked up, Boom? Remember we kicked Tan's ass that night with Homegirl, champion Homegirl?
Yeah.
Her fucking mother was the one dog that got stolen from me. So those bitch motherfuckers went and took the mom from me and bred that and got a 4-time winner out the motherfucker.
Straight. Damn.
Yeah, so it's hey, one thing about the dog game, one thing for sure they got in this motherfucker: liars and fucking thieves. So they go hand in hand.
Welcome down, Ram. What about you, bro?
Yeah, motherfucker. Steal 2 dogs once, and they was only missing for 2 days because the motherfuckers. Remember the bathtub scene in Training Day? Yeah, we got both dogs. So say they got stolen on Saturday, they was back at the house Monday night. You feel me? And the story went around, and motherfuckers would always ask permission to even think about coming to the yard. You know?
Yeah.
I don't fuck, nigga. I was a Crip first before I was a dog man. You can't do that shit to a Crip. You feel me? You gonna get the same fucking reaction. And that's what it
Hey, let me
was. I
ask you
hate
this, Ram.
fucking dog thieves. Go ahead,
Hey,
OG.
Ram, I seen a video. It said #1 Crip dance, and I seen them junkers dancing, man. I was like, damn,
Oh yeah,
is
that
that
crip
for
walk.
real?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got a mean crip walk. Hell yeah, I got the old school crip walk. You know, I came up in the 90s. So my crip walk old school. Hell
You ain't
yeah,
got
that
the
shit real.
WC walk there. You ain't got the WC walk there.
Oh no, that's the king of the crip walk. That need them skips is hard to
Ain't
do
it?
and stay
Hey,
on beat.
WC a motherfucker, ain't it?
Yeah. You know that happened. You know, one time, I messed around and I was walking around through the hood and seen it was a guy walking a dog, and I knew it was a good, well-bred dog just by his you could tell a real game dog when you see one. At least how they breed, you could tell it wasn't one of them, you know, these new age pit bulls. So I knew it by his body. I said, "Damn, that's a nice dog." I said, man, what he bred like, whatever. I'm talking to him and shit. This is back in the day. So he gets telling me some old bullshit about it's some alligator blood. You know, everybody say alligator, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. So I'm like, oh, okay. So later on, I'm telling one of my homies, like, man, I see it's a dude down here, man, who around the corner, he got a nice ass little brindle bitch and shit. He said, "How you look?" I got to describe the dog. Next thing I know, man, it's like 5 dudes over there with guns. Hey, take us where you seen them at. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? What the fuck I just walked into? So come to find out, their dog got stolen. But now I didn't just inadvertently snitched on this other dude. Now I gotta go show him what the motherfucker at, or they gonna do something to me. I'm like, shit. If it's me or him, it's gonna be him. He out of there.
Hell yeah, man. Motherfuckers ain't playing about their dogs, man. It's hard enough just keeping them alive long enough to see if you got a good one. Then when you got a good one, all the years it take you put into that motherfucker for a nigga to just hop your fence and steal it, please. Motherfuckers to go to war over that shit, man. I hate a fucking dog thief, bro. They the worst. Yeah. They the
Kind of like
motherfucking
back in the
worst.
old west, the horse thief, you know, stealing horses was a hanging offense. You know, that's the way dog people feel about their dogs.
Hell yeah, I'm telling you, just go watch the bathtub scene in Training Day and you'll see what I mean. You'll give me my shit back, homie.
I remember back in the day, a dude came to me. He said, "Yeah, man, I know where a bunch of dogs at." I said, "You do?" I've never been a guy that's really or to get excited about what somebody else got. You know, it just ain't never been my thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I give respect to anybody for what they have, you know, but to get so excited that I feel like I gotta have it, nah, you know, that ain't never been my thing. So he tell me, "Oh man, I know where a lot of dogs at." I said, "You do?" He said, "Yeah, man, I can get them." I said, "Yeah." He said, "But I just need to put them." I said, "Well, I don't have a place for that." You know what I mean? I'm like this, man. If it's a dog I want, then I buy him. If I can't buy him, then I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't in the stealing business or trying to trick somebody. You know what I mean? I just rather make the man a cash offer. And man, take the offer, cool. Man, don't take the offer. Go on about my business. But as far as trying to steal the dog or have somebody to steal the dog, I just think that's the worst motherfucker on earth. You know, because anytime you can sit up and you can plan and plot on somebody else's shit, man, you ain't worth a shit.
No doubt, no doubt. What about you, Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, I had one little female stolen. She was blind, and all her litter mates worked out. So even blind, she would have worked out. Probably made a good brood bitch. And my yard was fenced in, and I just let her out. I went out with her so she'd go to the bathroom. I went inside for I don't know how long, a couple of minutes, few minutes. When I come out, she was gone, and it wasn't no way for her to get. You know, we got out, looked all over for her. She couldn't have dug out, or like, you know, she was small, man. Like 8, 9 weeks, something like that, 10 weeks. And I guess somebody just hopped the fence and grabbed her, or looked over the fence and grabbed her. It wasn't a tall fence, you know, it wasn't a 6-foot fence. It was only like a 3-4 foot fence. But somebody took her, man. That's the only one I ever had stolen.
Okay. Let me see here. Boxing fan ×4 in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, what was your initial thoughts on back in the day when the American Bully was first created? Welcome down round.
I thought that shit was bullshit. Wasn't no need for it. We already had the motherfucking American Pit Bull Terrier. Anything less is uncivilized.
Okay, those are your initial thoughts. All right.
What my same thoughts still.
What about you, Brother Bob?
Oh, 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, don't worry.
I was letting the dog back in.
Okay. What were your initial thoughts back in the day when the American Bully was first created?
Oh, not one fuck. Do I give a fuck about him then or now? Next question.
Yes, sir. Your thoughts, Mr. Garcia?
I had a video tape, you know, VHS tape. I don't know if these guys invented it, but they were early guys with, you know, that bred them or made them or whatever, you know. And the guy said, you know, we made the bully to as a dog to look tough but not be tough, you know. But what's always in the back of my mind, whether you breeding purebred dogs or whatever breed of dog it is, or you mixing dogs when you breed, it should be done with a purpose, a function. That's the whole reason it was domesticated in the first place. So that's always in my mind. I don't see the reasons for a bully other than to look at it. It looks unique to some people or whatever, you know. And back then, a lot of them weren't all fucked up like they are now, you know. But that's what happens. People go to the extreme. And you may take dogs that are healthy and you're going to breed them a certain way and do a certain thing because people don't know how to breed and they start getting structure problems and health problems and all that. Just I don't see the reason for it, you know. And I've been at shows, mostly in Mexico, where you know they have a bully section where they judge bullies. You know, I judge the pit bulls, someone else judges the bullies, someone else judges the shepherds or whatever they are. And you know, I just never could get into it, man. We even had a discussion with one of the guys. You know, well, they are pit bull, they have pit bull. No, I had to set him straight and gave him all the history and all that. And the point I was making with him is, why would you do that to an animal? You know, I feel sorry for the animal because he can't walk, he can't breathe. And yeah, but it's a pet. Well, you should still have healthy pets, you know. It's a waste of time, and I don't know. People do whatever the hell they want, but I see no purpose in them, so I would never have a dog like that or any animal like that. I don't care if it's a snake or a squirrel. You know what I mean? If I had a pet squirrel, he's going to get me nuts. You know what I mean? He's going to go up the tree and bring them back home and share or something like that, you know. So I don't see the reason for it.
Okay. What about you, Rasta man?
You know, you got people coming up with all kind of thoughts and ideas, and they experiment, you know, from human beings to animals to trees, plants. You know, it's constantly people evolving with different thoughts. Now, whether the thoughts make sense or not, you know, they do them. But I mean, you know, to me, I think it's sad to see a dog so handicapped that he can't even walk 2 minutes. I mean, the motherfucker can't even run. You know, the legs look like 2 broke chicken bones. You know, like
right.
Man, I mean, I've seen some, man. I was like, God, and like Schoolboy said, you feel sorry for the animal. You're like, damn, man, you want your dog to be deformed? I mean, I would think you want a dog to be in its best health, to be able to run and jump. But I guess, they breed them not to run and jump. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I take. But nevertheless, if that's what they want to do and it makes them happy, I guess it's okay for them.
Yes, sir.
But I wouldn't want to breed a dog to be handicapped and then feel like I got something special. But you got, like I said, you got people that do it. So it's okay, I guess, with them, but not with me. I wouldn't want a dog like that.
Yeah, I think when I first seen them, when they first came out, I thought they was interesting. I didn't know they was American Bullies. I just thought they was Amstaffs or something, And then people told me they was American Bullies, and that was the old type, the classic, standard, whatever you call them. And then over the years, they started changing it to like exotic and extreme and all this different type of stuff. So yeah, I'm not a fan of them dogs because they like, they call them bullies, but it's really just, people just put some stuff together, French bulldogs with English bulldogs and just throwing anything together, just, trying to make a couple dollars. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. If, like Mr. Garcia said, it gotta have some type of function, you know what I mean? Like anybody that I feed in my house gotta have some type of function. You gotta do something, you know what I mean? Let's see what we got here. Meredith Campbell, salute to the brother in the super chat, showing love.
Meredith.
Appreciate the support, homie.
Much love, much love, much love.
Says blessing to everybody on the panel. The Patreon is fire, brothers. Thank y'all for all the great advice. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you.
Much love.
Salute to everybody that signed up to that Patreon, man. The Game Dog Talk Patreon. I got two different Patreons. I got one Patreon that says 78 Sports TV. Another one that says Game Dog Talk. That's the one y'all want to sign up to for the dog talk.
We had 2 live ass shows on that month too. I ain't gonna bullshit.
Yeah, they were good.
614 Tree in the super chat with the 10-piece chicken nugget. Appreciate the support. He says, Can you guys sum up the definition of fast lane? Is it a weight or about the comp? Historically speaking, of course, Mr. Garcia.
It's the competition and the dogs they're using. They're generally regarded as high level, both in the quality of the animals and the conditioning. And if you're a breeder, competitor, the type of dogs you're breeding. So it'd be like, if you want to say a top 20 boxer compared to a world champion. Like that. You want to be in that, top 10 contender, hopefully go on to become champion. That's the fast lane. The best dogs that there is, and the best conditioning. You can have a good dog. If you don't know how to condition, it might well go home, whether you doing it or someone else doing it.
Right.
That's the easiest way I could explain it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go down here. See what else we got. Make sure I ain't missing no super chat so we can get to the next question. We got Bundle Views in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, salute to the panel. I was wondering if you guys went out every time using steroids, if at all. He said, Twin said everyone used it in the past. Well, you should go sign to the Patreon. We did an excellent video talking about steroids on the Patreon. Go check it out.
That's right.
Saying? And please do not come here telling us what somebody else said as if we're supposed to refute them or go at them or something. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? So you should sign to the Patreon, good brother. Jaquan Mason in the super chat, appreciate the support. Says, can we talk about the rubs, real nitty gritty? The rubs.
Basically, getting down to the nitty gritty about the rubs.
Man, that's probably gonna be a whole show, ain't it? The rubs.
Yeah, we could do that on Patreon too. You know.
Yeah.
We could do. That could be a topic for the next show on Patreon.
Yeah. Real quick. There's rubs. There's always been rubs. They're even mentioned as a file in the from the 1800 literature on rules and all that, UKC and Bowser rules and all that. You know. So you got to look at it like anything else. Do people cheat in any sport, any endeavor? Yeah, and they're going to find a way to do that, and that advances through time just like everything else does.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that'd be something to cover on that, you know. I can honestly say I've never been rubbed, and maybe that's by chance or because of the integrity of the people I went into, you know. I even others would tell me that guy rubbed me, and I would tell them, well, he didn't rub me.
And some people just can't take a loss and just accept the fucking loss. That's they didn't say. I didn't heard a couple people say people rubbed, and I done been there and lost people, seen people, them same people lose a mint. And so if they was rubbing, why the fuck they gonna lose $40,000-$50,000 and they ain't rubbed? Then who the fuck got $40,000-$50,000 to lose?
Yeah, you're right,
and they didn't rub then. You know what I mean? So some people got their ass kicked. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say real quick on that. Even our dear brother Rosman back in the early 90s, like I said, they went down there and won 5 straight shows in Florida, right? Some motherfuckers called me, said, man, your boy ain't shit. I said, who? Rosman, he done rubbed us, man. He took us for a motherfucking, bring truck out of our motherfucking state. Beat the fuck out of us, man. He rubbed the shit out of us. Okay, then I said, no, man, he don't do no rub, man. He competitive too, man. He don't do no rub. I can tell you that's bullshit. I get a call 5 minutes later from Boot Camp Click, told me, man, he was one of the ones got his ass kicked. I said, man, this motherfucker just called me talking about he got rubbed by Boone. He said, bullshit. I was there. I lost to Boone. They just had good dogs beat the shit out of it. He said, whoever fucker said that rub shit, they don't know how to take ass with it. That's exactly what was said, word for word.
Yes, sir.
So people can't take ass whippings and they got rubbed. One of my boys said he went somewhere and he got rubbed. I said, well, tell me what happened. When he told me what happened, I said, motherfucker, you ain't get rubbed. You just went down there with an unqualified bull. Don't call me at no 2-3 in the motherfucking morning no more about this bullshit. Except the ass whipping, motherfucker. You ain't good no way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Waking me out my sleep to tell me he got rubbed. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're a bum ass. You're a bum any motherfucker. When you take losses and rolls and everything. Fuck you gonna expect to go in a real dog, man. And then you get your ass clean the fuck up out there and your dog didn't look like it did inside your yard going against the bullshit ass dogs you rolled against. And now you got rubbed. Fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that, the rub stuff, Brother Boone?
Well, you know, my take is this. When I meet a dog, man, I want to believe that he sees the way I see it. And that is to do it the right way. You know what I mean? As far as trying to put something on the dog, or figure out a way.
Can y'all hear Boone? Is
I was about to say, yeah, Brother Boone, you sound like you're far away.
Oh, okay.
No, your hand. There you go. You sound clear now.
Can y'all hear me better?
Yep.
Yes, real good.
Like, I want to believe every person that commit to our fraternity understand what it means to be a good dog man. You know what I mean? And a good dog man, whether he did 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, he's gonna come with his money. He's gonna put it on the table. And he's going to take his chances. But he ain't going to take his chances trying to do something dirty or something, try to, poison or put some kind of negative vibration on the situation. he gonna come given the same opportunity that he wants from his opponent, and he's gonna give him the same thing, so that when they clash, it's gonna be the best dog. Period. I don't, don't foul a man out just to foul a man out. I don't believe in all that. I believe let the dogs decide who the winner goes. And when you do that, it makes it great for the game. Now, some people can be in a judgment situation of the dog and still don't know what the fuck they looking at. You see what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, the dog's going down, and this man is doing all kinds of fucked up shit, trying to make it, to his advantage, and he's standing walking around like ain't nothing going on. If you're a referee, you got to make sure that the playing field is level and even for every aspect of the show. You can't. You don't take no sides. It got to be straight down the middle. I don't care if it's your best friend, whatever. You got to do it that way, because the decision you will make will be the reflection that it's going to be upon you. You see, so if it means anything spiritually, you want to make sure you can walk and go anywhere. You ain't got to look back because you know you did it right. And then on top of that, I would die and stand up. Righteousness. You see, so that's the way a dog. Drop pick up. It doesn't matter what's gonna happen. One of the four gonna happen, so you can't dodge that. But the most important thing is making sure you're doing it honestly with your fellow brothers and the up and coming young that want to know and the ones that want to try to learn. But you got them old wicked ass, the evil movies that they showing on TV. Yeah, you got these son bitches like that, man, but they look like me and you. And Schoolboy. They got evil thoughts. You see, ain't nothing positive about them, because if it was, why would you come up with some negative shit like some old fuckboy shit?
Right.
Perry Powell gonna say, I snitched on him about a dog fight that he invited me to, and goddamn it, he stayed next door to the motherfucking trailer park, and goddamn it, I ain't never been there in my fucking life. You invite me to a trailer park next door to your house, 300 motherfuckers in the goddamn yard. Yeah, nigga, the dumbest motherfucker I ever seen in my life.
Oh man.
30 motherfucking years later. What kind of shit is a straight bitch? See,
some shit we don't forget.
Right.
It's no man that's done come in contact with Boone, and he come to Boone house or Boone place, and Boone didn't take care of that motherfucker. It ain't a motherfucking lie to say Boone ain't make sure nigga say same way the nigga come, nigga go home. You see, because that's what I believe, man. Every dog man should take care of every dog man. I don't care what set you on.
Let me just say that Boone is not saying nigger. For those who's thinking, did he say nigger? No, he's using the word with a GA or a GUS, which could mean king, and we talk about men, period, not a color. Just so he just want nobody to say Boone up there calling motherfucking black people nigger. No, he didn't. No, he's not. I just want to clarify because somebody said that to me before. Boone up there talking about nigger. No, he did not say ERS.
Right. Right. All I'm saying is this right here, man, is we got to give the game what it has given us. And that's the truth. But while we come in with these old, I don't know where these motherfuckers come from with these wicked ass ideas and thoughts. I don't know if they own dope or what the fuck is wrong with these mushrooms or what the hell they own, man. Because there's no way you can sit around and think coming off negatively when a motherfucker doesn't make sure he took care of you from the ground up. I despise that shit, man, because I take pride in a man call me and say, yo, bro, I need you in my corner. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm straight. Man, everything it is to be there, I'm there. But you come off with some crazy shit. What the fuck? So all I'm saying, man, is whether it's verbally, physically, or mentally, none of that shit should be done to nobody. Period. Whether it's your frat brother, friend, or whoever, it should nobody. We should all stand together as one, working for the common goal, uplifting brothers and sisters. Period. And Tay, you know I love you, girl. You throw that in there. Where's she at? So all I'm saying, people, is we gotta stop this negativism shit. You know, there's no way you can, you know, it's like you come out the sci-fi movie, you know what I mean, with shit that don't make sense. We can't do that to one another. We should never do that. And this will be the last time I even get into this part of with PP, you know, because, you know, I thought a lot of the brother, man. But to see how this brother done turned out, getting into his later years, I just pray like hell, God don't have me fucked up. Because I want to be able to level with my brothers and sisters. I want to be on that level that where I know I can't run, I can't jump, I can't move, I can't groove like I used to. I know I can't. But damn it, I can watch the young brothers that can. And be glad for them, because I want to see the brothers do good, man. I don't have to be there to see what's going on and know what's going on. Shit. Hell, if you hear about it 10, 20 years from here, that's all right with me. You see? But I'm through, y'all. Y'all go ahead.
If I could say something real quick and on to that. Anybody that was ever in those dog games back then, you would be a fool to act like you're not going to get rubbed. Okay? So to think that motherfuckers gave a fuck about anything Boone just said, by the way, no disrespect to Boone, but ain't nobody giving two fucks about the brotherly love and all that shit. They not your friends. The motherfuckers supposed to be your friends, ain't your fucking friends. So, you know, what you need to do is think the bitch that's next to you that's your friend will rub you. So definitely the motherfuckers you didn't think your friends definitely rub you. So you always had to be prepared to be fucked up, because people are not giving a fuck about doing it honestly. Honesty and bulldogs don't even go in the same motherfucking sentence. So, okay? So get that. Always understand when you have an opponent, just like the fucking word opponent means, that motherfucker is not your ally. They are not your friend, even if it's supposed to be your friend. If they going into you, they going that motherfucker to win. Some by any and means necessary, and that means rubbing and some more shit. That means any type. You might see titanium in the bitch mouth. Any motherfucking thing to win. Everybody don't want to win just the righteous way. Some motherfuckers want to get money and the victory by any means necessary. Okay? So yes, rubbing is fucking alive, and it will never, ever die, because you will always have a motherfucker that want to cheat the game. All right.
Yeah. Let me just say this. You know, everything bad, and I've said is true.
Right.
But this is what I'm saying, is I want to live bulldogging all the days of my life, knowing when you meet a brother, he gonna be on the up and up. Now, whatever he turn out to be, that'll be on him. But you give a man a chance to be straight with you. You know what I mean? And you know, and that's, you know, and that's how it goes. But yeah, man. But I like to believe that most brothers gonna do it right. I really want to believe that, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Because I know, you know, coming up, how I seen, you know, the old guys and the young guys, you know, interacting with one another. And the old guys, they already knew more than us young guys. But at the same time, they want to hook a dog with us because they feel like it's going to be an easy lick. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah, let him think it's a easy lick and then tear his ass up. You know what I mean? You know, it kind of works both ways, you know? So, you know, and I experienced those things. And I thought it was a joy. But it's only when you really got on the circuit back then is when, you know, you start hearing these different things like what we discussing. And I'm like, damn, a motherfucker go that far, man. I mean, because to me, it's everything about being competitive. How my competitive thoughts are, how my competitive mind is, how my competitive spirit is, how my competitive drive is, what about my competitive techniques. All these things is being circling around being competitive. You know what I mean? You know, how I prepare myself. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to see in every man. That's what you expect from every person. Nothing less. You know, true, there might be some clowns out there wanting clowns, but let's hope that we that doing it right, see it, that have done it right, see that, and then push their ass on all the way over there so they can play by the goddamn self. You see,
Sure.
you know, because if you're making sure everybody understands, you know, what's going on, I'm gonna say this short story and I'm gonna let it go. I done told this before. We matched the dog into a legendary dog, man. And when the thing was going down, you know, as it was going on, the action, our dog blew up like a fucking balloon. I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen that before. But it was, you know, I just decided, I said, well, I ain't gonna go out there and blast him like that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just not gonna deal with him, you know. And so I didn't. And then a couple years later, I seen it happen to another dog. The same thing. The dog blew up like a balloon. And then I seen it again. I'm like, damn, well, what is that? Well, it's a little pocket in their neck. It's like an airway or something other. But if it get punctured, it'll let out into up under their skin, and they'll blow up. You know what I mean? But now, if I'd have been locked in like some brothers looking for something wrong or something dirty, I'd have been, oh, that motherfucker rubbed me. He did this, he did that, but he didn't. His dog just hit a spot in my dog's neck that caused him to blow up like that. So all I'm saying, man, is keep pushing for righteousness because righteousness wins anyway. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, one thing you can't do, you might put something on a dog to keep that motherfucker from biting, but goddamn it, if that motherfucker got the heart, you can't stop him from scratching.
Yes, sir.
So if the son just stop and he ain't scratching, he didn't want to be there no damn way.
Salute to Hugo in the super chat. Appreciate the support, man. He says, them likes aren't adding up. Hit the like button, fam. Also, some questions have been answered in great depth in older shows. So hit the playlist. Salute 100. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Make sure y'all,
business.
all the fans of the show, make sure if you like what you're hearing, go watch the old episodes. There's a whole playlist on my channel. Just because the title says one thing, we talk about many different topics throughout that show. So a lot of some of the questions, a lot of them actually are being re-asked. I know why, because new people coming in. So make sure y'all check out the playlist. We got
get that Patreon. Get that Patreon.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Garcia.
You know, when you come onto the show, it'll show all the comments, right?
Right.
And it doesn't allow you to press the like. So if you just exit that, press the like, and then press live chat, it'll get you back to the comments.
Absolutely.
That might be a why people don't do it, you know.
Yeah, YouTube gotta fix that.
Yeah,
you gotta fix that because they're making it difficult for people to. Where's the like button? You know.
Yeah, you can't see it. Just press the X, and it'll remove that chat. Press the like, and then right where it says live chat, press that, and it gets you back to the comment. if that's your problem.
Schoolboy. That's good, schoolboy. That's hey, you know what? We need to you probably need to say that throughout the show at some point, because if somebody is wanting to and they don't know what's been said, then they thinking, you know, they can't get through. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the others.
Yeah.
But because we're talking about that, yeah, that's a good point, schoolboy.
Thank you.
Yes, D. Young Bulldogger in the super chat. Appreciate your support, man. He says, is straight feet important? If so, how do you straighten crooked and splayed feet and broken wrists? Ram. Welcome down, Ram. You there, bro? You on mute. What about you, Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, it's you know, I looked at it two ways. You know, the tight feet are the ones desired, you know, because if you get splayed feet, it can go too far and then they have trouble or whatever. But splayed feet, it can be common in the bulldog. And I looked at it, it spread their toes out so they can grab better. You know, that's kind of the way I looked at it, which they can sometimes, most of the time. But a trick my buddy taught me was when their feet are not, the toes ain't together, you know, they kind of splayed. He would walk them on pebbles, you know, on rocks, like you see out and whatever. And it would get them to where their toes would come together.
Right.
So that's a little tip. Not all dogs will do that, but it kind of tightened up that splayed feet and had the toes come together better.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it ain't too pronounced like anything else, the splayed feet is not a problem, but it can become a problem.
Right. All right, so I'm not going to ask everybody the same question. Let me go down here, make sure not missing nobody. Super chats. Let me see here. We have Blacklist Kennels back in the super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, copped all 3 books from Schoolboy and his keep book. Anyone else on the panel working on any literature? Any collaborations amongst the panel would be pretty dope too. Would love to support.
Thank you, Blacklist. Thanks for that, brother. Awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm writing a book right now. It'll probably be done in probably July. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Gonna be badass.
Should be a pretty good book.
I can give you an update on mine. I actually haven't started yet. Hey,
the free stage.
I tell you one thing though, that I know with the panel, as they go through their journey, they'll have a lot to say with their book, and you can bet your ass, you know, Ram and I won't be too far behind if Ram don't already have it, and Kevin too, you know, because this panel is a very special piece of art that came together without us even planning it. This came out of like, yo, come up, you know, and then for me to be diving these brothers and then the knowledge they have, I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? It's a
All right, sir. We're gonna ask another question here. I don't know what happened to Ram. He might be back in here. Historically speaking, did the panel focus? Well, see, this is another question that Bach answered before, so I'm gonna get this question to Bach. Historically speaking, did the panel focus more on ability of the dog or gameness? I found that a hard mouth usually wins. Brother Bach.
Okay, I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time.
Okay, the question was, historically speaking, did the panel focus more on the ability of the dog or gameness? I found that hard mouth usually wins.
Okay, well, like my philosophy has always been, and it's never going to change. I'm gonna start off again. If I go into a pizza shop, every pizza in that motherfucker gonna have what in there? Cheese. Every pizza in there gonna have dough. So I use that as I'm already dealing in a game dog game. That's the name of the ship. It's game dogs against, and we'll talk about a 9-game dog, meaning it's not bred to be game. So I don't need to go game because I'm already in a game fucking sport. So mouth with no gameness ain't shit. Okay? And gameness with no mouth can win, but also suffer a lot of defeats. You got a lot of game motherfuckers won't finish nothing. They ain't got enough mouth to finish it, but they want to be there and get killed in the back end or front end. You got a lot of motherfucker hard mouth motherfuckers that ain't finishing, get to a point to see they didn't kill the motherfucker yet, and the motherfucker is a piece of plug shit still there, comes back and wins by default. So with me, you have to have finish versus any fucking thing. If you ain't got a finishing motherfucker, then you ain't got them. Whenever it gets to the point of where we have the job to take care of, it hasn't been done. Not because they can't, it's because it's not genetically in they fucking ass to finish. So again, as I just mentioned, you can lose with a hard mouth, you can lose with a game motherfucker. You can also lose with a finished one, but I'd rather at least have one that when he or she gets the opportunity to finish the fucking job, finishing is the number one fucking thing that dog cares to do. So I breed for finish, and I desire finish and smartness over gameness and hard mouth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what about you, Mr. Garcia?
What Bach said. I'll add this because when you say hard mouth, or of all the hundreds that I've seen, most of them it wasn't hard mouth that won it, because a hard mouth dog, like Bach said, hard mouth dog that don't have no finish don't mean nothing. Those hard mouth dogs will walk off and take off.
Yep.
When they don't get their way, just like a plug will,
Yep.
And that's the same thing, we say that, a lot of hard mouth dogs quit. Well, a lot of dogs with no ability and can't do shit, they quit too.
Yep.
So I'm a stickler for that finish too, because it shows intent to kill. Even if they can't kill a dog per se with a hard mouth, they'll go to the spots that it can put them out, like the throat. You don't have to be a hard biter. If you in the throat, you just choking them. It may take you longer, but if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Preach.
So hard mouth it's impressive to people, just like a knockout artist in boxing. But if that's all they got, that ain't enough. The Bolio dogs prove that. The white dogs prove that.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, hard mouth is impressive, but I've seen too many. Just man, that wasn't the factor of the outcome of the show. And like Bach said, I didn't really concentrate on gameness. I had gameness, so I just kept it going. You just kind of it's in there already, so you kind of more put your attention on other factors, whether it's speed or strength or like that. You want to keep all that stuff going. So that's a big part of it. That's the foundation of the breed. But, if you concentrate too much on one thing, even gameness, you lose other attributes.
That's right.
You're gonna miss stuff out on the back end of something else, and it's just a topic that always comes up. But I'm with Bach, that intent to finish. And it's not just me. Other dog guys had that, if you listen to read like St. Benedict's, that's the way they talk, Frank Shy and the game foul, that's the way he was, So that will, I think, is more important than almost anything, because like Bob said, the gameness is in there. It's almost an afterthought. And now it's just finding which dogs have it in your blood and which don't. But, you know, I would hate to see somebody, and I didn't think this way when I was doing breeding. Oh, shit, you know, I lost gameness. Now I got to go find it somewhere.
Never, right?
How you lose it? How you lose it?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Even hard-mouthed dogs, you know, you don't want to say, well, I lost my mouth. Now I got to go get it somewhere.
Right.
All I'm thinking is, okay, my dogs bite good. I want to increase that a little bit. You know, I'm going to get better at it. They kind of fast, but I want them faster. They have good strength, but you know, I want them stronger. So I never looked at it like I lost this or I'm losing that or I better do something before I lose. I ain't losing shit. I'm just increasing it, amplifying it, or improving on it like that.
Right.
So, you know, it's like people, you know, they ask me all the time, how many times can you line bred or inbred before you outcross? And I tell them, shit, why are you waiting until you lose some before you outcross? Exactly. If you see a dog you like and it's a cross, add it to your shit. Why wait?
Boom. Right.
There's no reason to wait. Breed, you know, if you like that dog, he did this or he did that, or you want to breed to that blood, or do it. No matter
like
what the hell it is.
Why wait for a problem? Why wait for a problem?
Yeah. That's now you're behind again, you know.
You don't never want to be in a rebuilding stage.
No, man. That, you know, how do you improve if you're rebuilding, you know?
Right.
Unless you lost everything, then you got to go get a whole new set of dogs. But if you're continually doing your shit, you know, you ain't rebuilding nothing. You just improving on it, you know.
Boom. Preach.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it, Ram?
Well, man, bro, what fucking gay neighbors over here fighting? Got big old dyke titties out all over the place.
Look away. Don't
Hell
look at
no. Fuck them. Motherfuckers walk by one day, I speak to them, and they gon' barely speak, and then I hear the stud one say he wish he could see hard titties. So when I seen them right now, I said I seen both of them. You know, I'm an asshole. I seen both y'all titties now, bitch. Big old pretty ass titties.
God, they pretty.
Yeah. These Sundays turning out all right for you, boy. What's the question,
though? Question was damn, what the fuck was it? That's what did I move it off of here?
Gameness or hard mouth?
Yeah, gameness or hard mouth.
Oh, yeah, that one question. Oh boy, said he seen fucking hard mouth seem to be winning more or something like that at the end.
Right.
Yeah, hell no. You ain't seen enough then, bro. I seen more hard mouth motherfucking dogs pack it on up just cause they ain't fucking a rank curve is a rank curve. If a motherfucker could take your best Sunday punch and still be there trying to give you his, that should have discouraged a lot of motherfuckers. The dogs is like humans. It's human curves that's the same way. Like when I was on the yard one time, this motherfucker on there named Big Hank. And he was like the neighborhood DIBO. He tried that shit with me one day. I called him to the bathroom, poured out 2 knives, kicked him one over and told him, as soon as you pick it up, only one of us coming out this motherfucker. You know what this big old motherfucker go and do? When told the big homies on me. He told the big homies on me. Because we both in the same, you know, the same demonstration. He would throw the OGs over me. Nigga had the right ass saying all kind of shit, but why you ain't supposed to do your brother like that? I thought, nigga, you in there trying to little boy me in front of the whole dorm, nigga. No. There's got to be some bloodshed, but it's the same with the dogs, though, man. A lot of them hard mouth motherfuckers can't take that shit. And then you got hard mouth dogs that's game as fuck. Red Jack, one of them. Yantis is another one. Right. Both of them motherfuckers had terrible mouths to fucking kill your shit. Like, and both of them motherfuckers was game as motherfucker. Yantis wasn't stopping and Red Jack wasn't either. We lost, but both the motherfuckers proved game that day, man. And the same could go with the game plug too, though, because if all you got is gameness, you know, like the Desert Rat dogs, they went on hard scratches and gameness. That's why it's not a lot of champions off of them, because they wasn't that good to begin with. But some of them motherfuckers, man, they hard to beat too, bro. So the fast lane is that, bro. Like, you see Floyd Mayweather, he ain't the hardest puncher, even though half his fights by knockout. But the ones we know him by is the ones he boxed in, and he beat some knockout motherfuckers who he ain't let touch him, or he was able to take that shit. get a little dizzy and get back to it and implement his game plan, man. It's the same with the animals, bro. So, you know, like the OGs was saying, that finish is where it's at. Because I done had dogs now. I will say all my hard mouth dogs that didn't have finish was rough enough to beat you to death. So that hard 10 mouth in conjunction with the roughness of just fucking you up, like they could kill you. So yeah, I had hard mouth dogs like that, but my favorite dogs was the ones with the finish, the ones with the intent to go in there and say, all right, I'm done fucking around. You gotta go, homie. Go right into your throat. And it don't take a hard mouth to choke a motherfucker out. It don't take a hard mouth to swell a motherfucker stifles up, you know, to where you fucking losing blood pressure and all that shit. So it just, if without that finish, you just got a hard mouth. That's like having a hard dick, but you don't know how to fuck. I mean, it looked cool and something to talk about in the locker room, but you ask the bitch what she doing with it. Yeah, it's 2 pump chump, you know. Same with the hard mouth. You gotta have that finish, bro. Because I done had dogs that broke their teeth out as pups and had all the finish in the world and to finish your ass because they was built to take that shit. You know, they bones, they was hard enough. They fucking skin was fucking thick enough. They just had the correct constitution to be as a bulldog should to take a fucking beating. And then when your ass slow down on your shit, they start slowly pulling away, pulling away, pulling away. Next thing you know, your shit laid on the ground in the middle of the box, getting spent around, all by the throat. Now he's fading away. Now's the time to pick up, or we checking them out, you know? So, and that just come with experience, just seeing enough dogs and being around them enough. Like, it should take years to get the shit we be up here saying, bro. You know,
Right.
we kind of giving y'all a fast track on how to do that shit, but if you implementing it, when if you was to do it right, it would take you at least 4 years, bro. Like a college degree, homie. That's just the way shit go. That 10,000 hour rule shit is real. It is. So
Yes,
that shit is
indeed.
gonna apply too, bro. You know, so always keep that in mind. Hard mouth is great. It's impressive. It's fun to have. I love it, especially when I'm the one fucking giving it to you. You know,
Right.
but it's not everything, bro. That shit a fucking you could lose with that motherfucker too, because the hard mouth is controlled by a muscle, and your muscle only is gonna be as good as it's been worked. And most people don't even work the dog mouth. You know.
That's true, and that's the truth. That's
So
the truth.
it's a lot that go into that. But if you tap into the Patreon, we be covering shit like that more in depth because, you know, up here we are who we are, but over there it's like goddamn game dog talk uncut. You feel
Yeah,
me?
the gloves come off. You know.
Hell yeah, yeah. The gloves, no rubbers, nothing. It's just butt naked bitches. You feel me? Hard dick. Everybody pick one and y'all go in y'all room.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. What's your thoughts on the roster, man? And back in your day, did you focus more on the dog's ability or gameness?
My focus was everything about being an athlete. You know, I wanted a athletic dog. I want a dog that can run, jump, play, goddamn bite, dance, goddamn it. You know, you just want a talented animal. You know what I mean? And one that doesn't panic. You know, you know, no matter good, bad, or whatever, he showed that poise to stay with it. You know what I mean? You know, just to stay with it. You know what I mean? No matter how good or bad the situation is, he just showing poise to be there. And most of the time, when you have one that's like that, they're finished. You know, and you just let them when back then we would school them. You know, that's where like you got back then, yeah, some guys they might roll in 5 or 10 minutes. Then you got some buddies. You leave them down for 45 minutes, an hour. You know what I mean? Kind of just seeing what it's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying nobody should do that. I'm just saying back then that's what we did. You know what I mean? Because we want to know if this motherfucker got the skills to keep one off of him, stay busy, and finish. When the time to step up, step up and all that. So what has been covered is each individual has gave a description of what it takes to have a bulldog.
That's right.
And everybody that has said something has given that description in a way that if you memorize this, the years and time that it's taken a lot of us. It might wouldn't have took you as long as it took us.
Yeah. That's evolution. That's evolving.
Well, it wasn't nobody giving up. We give up the secrets. Our secrets to how we was winning. Wasn't nobody giving me shit back. Nobody really giving nobody they winning recipe. Fuck that.
They tell you shit wrong because they knew you was gullible.
You gonna get that by getting your ass kicked by something first to learn. You wasn't nobody gonna tell you how to win, and you in a sport competing against them. Fuck that.
Facts. Like I tell a motherfucker, I feed pedigree, and even to go buy a bag of pedigree before you come to the house. Like, nigga feed pedigree. I could do that.
You didn't have me beat. I had about $100 worth of Alpo sitting in my motherfucking goddamn pantry. People thought I was feeding Alpo in the motherfucker.
Yup. Hell yeah. You go out there and buy that shit if you want to. Don't even eat dog food. They need premium every night.
I told him I was using that for my keep. I had Alpo in that motherfucker and everything in that motherfucker. I said, that's what I use in my keep.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a bag of Old Roy right now if you tell me you finna come to the crib and see what I want. Yeah, I feed that Old Roy, that brown bag.
The green bag, all of it. We had the blue bags, the green bags.
That's right.
Yeah. I go to your house in a couple of months and your shit looking raggedy. Are you feeding that Old Roy too? I see.
Motherfucking dog got 15 pounds of yellow shit out there talking about I'm feeding the same shit Spam using.
No, the fuck you not.
That yellow bag that said the yellow bag that said dog food on it.
Yeah, just dog food on it.
Dog food. Yeah.
That ain't a fucking name.
Yeah. It said dog food on it, and they misspelled that. Shit.
Hell yeah. Spelled food F-U-D-E.
No, it was spelled food. It was spelled food, not food.
The ingredients just say leather dust.
Let me say something. Let me say something about that too. About what we're talking about. If you watch, like I mentioned, my thing and the Patreon and all that, we're giving you the information. Sometimes it's not, word for word like that. But if you put it together, you'll understand. And the point I'm making here is, in the past, when we brought a dog in, there wasn't no question, is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? Can he do this? Can he handle that? From when they're young to if they make the grade and you taking them to a show, you already know they have those attributes in them because you brought it out of them, or you enhanced them, or you taught them, or whatever adjective you want to use. So it shouldn't be a question, can my dog bite? Is he game? Is he fast? Does he know how to handle a head dog or a stifle dog? That should be a prerequisite that he already been through that. It's like I mentioned, when I start schooling my dogs, once I face them up, it's not a question, are they going to go and engage? I already know they are. I never had one hesitate because they had done it before. They scratch over and over, whether it's a stuffed toy or a rag or a rabbit or a chicken or a pup and his litter mate, whatever it is. You take advantage of those situations and you see what they're going to do. So when we talk about finish, I already knew the ones I was using, if it got to that point where they had to finish their opponent, they're going to do it. It's not a question. So that's something that's at a level that a lot of people, at least back then, they didn't put their dogs through that. And if I want to say that's an advantage I had over people, yeah, I could say that, because they didn't do it. They didn't have that concept in their mind, you know. Oh, why are you going to kill something? Why, you know, I want to see if he can do it. Can't do it, I might not use them. I damn sure ain't going to breed them, you know. So I'm not saying all my dogs were dead game and this and that, but I've seen enough out of them where at the very least, you're gonna have to take everything out of them to make them quit if they're gonna quit. You know,
but you had enough experience to know when a motherfucker gonna quit or not. You know,
pretty much. And I will say this too, Ram. Right. And I'll say this too. I did use dogs where I knew, you know, if this dog gets in a particular situation, he's gonna quit. And they won. One of them won 2, and he quit in his third in 208. The other one, he went against a killer and he stopped them. But I never thought that dog was game. I just thought he had enough ability to win, and he did, you know. So there's a lot to it. But you got to know all that stuff before you step over that wall. It'll help you. Yeah, I'm talking in the past, not now. I don't know why I talk like that, but that's just my way of talking.
So those memories put you in a present state of mind, because you get that same feeling, man. Like, God damn.
Yeah, right. You're right.
In your mind, you still got a backyard full of them you can go do as soon as we log off this bitch, you know?
Yeah.
In reality, ain't shit back there but some fucking plants.
Yeah.
Right. The state of mind become of the present of the past. You see? Because that feeling, that energy, that feeling, you see, like look at what y'all doing. You know, we just vibing off this situation. And everybody reminiscing about the things that they have interact with and intertwined with. And the beauty of it all, as everybody said, if you listen, you'll be a lot better than we were at that younger age back then. You see what I'm saying?
Wait.
Because the what's being said and the way it has been said to demonstrate, I mean, man, you know, man, what? If I could have had what? Man, come on, man. What? If I could have had this, man, I'd have been like, hey, Mr. Buckery, listen. The dog was looking over there to the left. Should you have been facing your dog towards the opponent or allowing your dog to look to the left?
Oh shit!
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit you with some shit that I can use. You see what I'm saying? Instead of some hypothetical.
Hell yeah, because that shit played out in real life. So you should have took from that. Always face your dog up, even if the scratch ain't on you.
You see where I'm coming from?
Let that motherfucker make them look. Nigga, look alive, get back in it, because this motherfucker coming.
Hey, and not only that, and I'll say this. See, what I always told my buddy back then is, when you make the handle, the first thing you do is make sure you got control of him, looking at that motherfucker. You heard what I said?
Exactly. Hell yeah. Like I always walk backwards with my dog. You know,
control him and walk away. I'm talking about get control of him and make sure he see that motherfucker. Like,
so just walk backwards back to your corner. That's what I did.
Now you're going back to your.
My dog acting the fool the whole way. That's it. That'll let you know he still want to be there, even if he losing. If he's still trying to, he see what you taking him away. Like he like fuck that. So it's gonna be a bitch 25 in the corner because you're gonna have to face me. He gonna keep turning around and shit. And then when the ref, tell you to face off, he gonna be like.
And the motherfucker looking in the other corner, that's his fault.
Exactly.
It ain't nobody's fault but his. That's why it's important to keep the eye on the prize, on the goddamn prize. If you got the eyes on the prize, guess what? He'll see the prize if he want it.
Hell yeah, and that's the easiest part to remember, because that's the first thing the ref tell you to do before the action starts. Face your dogs.
Hey, look, the referee say, protect yourself at all times.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's protecting yourself. That's making sure you got eye contact on this motherfucker. You see, but if you slip, See, like, understanding bulldogging is more than conditioning the dog. You got to condition your mind to understand this language, because it's not just like any kind of language you can go talk to a motherfucker about and he'll tell you he'll know shit and get schooled like a motherfucker.
By a motherfucker who grew up speaking that language.
They cheated, man. This is what happened. They put the rub on me when I looked the other way.
And you rubbed yourself when you brought that curry in here, nigga. Whoever bred them rubbed you, nigga. The dog was rubbed from birth.
Look. You didn't have nothing from the beginning. Because it wasn't even a team. It was just a dog and a person. See, a team is going to be in tune to understand what it's about.
Man, I'm telling you, when I was in there, it'd be like me and my dog jumping your dog. Yeah. You could be there, but my focus was on the dog. I ain't care give a fuck what you was doing. My dog focused on your dog, so we in here making it hard for him.
That's right.
I'm crowding over him. I'm doing everything within the fucking rules, but I'm fucking taking advantage of it as much as possible. It's like we jumping them. If me and you walking down the street and a motherfucker jump out and punch you in the mouth, I'm gonna punch him. And we gonna jump his ass. Same with the dogs. But I just can't touch him, you know. But I'm gonna make my presence known, and that motherfucker gonna be like, "Damn, which one am I fighting? The human or the dog? Like both these niggas on me. Wait a minute." And that's the team Boone talking about, and you'll know it when you see it. Cause motherfucker walk in with his dog, they fucking footwork being seen. Be like, what the fuck? This nigga left and right is moving at the same time. Like them niggas is only they look like a small army unit of two. A two-man motherfucker.
It's a two-man drill.
Yep. And they drilling, you know?
So, and then when them moments come, you got to be able to understand the moment and think your way through the process as the battle going down, because don't get lost in the battle. You get lost in the battle, you can't even see your way through. So you got to make sure you're on top of yourself. Not just the dog, but yourself. Because it's important you understanding what's happening while it's going down. The opportunity for you to win, you got to recognize that. A lot of motherfuckers don't recognize it and they just be straight losers.
Hell yeah, like, man, you could have won that. Man, all you had to do was make a handle and hold your dog still. That motherfucker wasn't going to scratch, but because you didn't fucking go for the handle, this motherfucker done got back in it. Now he done hit a bleeder. Now you got to stop because your shit finna bleed out.
It said to run dance master. Is that what it is?
That's how that shit go, man, you know?
But see, you just like I said, you got to be able to recognize these moments. See, a lot of people, it'll go past them. And they say, oh, man, you know what, man? They wasn't shit.
Well, that's because they watching the fight and they not in the fight fighting. It's a whole different. If you in the fight, you know, you don't give a fuck what I'm saying on the sideline. You trying to dodge these punches. But when I'm watching the fight, you know, I don't give a fuck. I ain't in there getting hit. But when you in it, you know, you fuck that. And when Boone talk about think your way through it, your brain is a computer, bro. Like that shit, you'll think through it fast and you will see shit fast and damn near in slow motion, like the Matrix in this bitch. Like, okay, go handle right now. He can come up and make this transition.
On that one, boy. Goddamn, what you done had? Boy, you must have done drank the goddamn, you done hit the real shit, boy. You done smoked some
hit that sativa. We want me to get brain cells up. You feel me?
Damn, boy. Goddamn. Hey, look here, man. I gotta tell you, boy, you maxing, boy. You maxing. Hey, look. Sometimes I don't think nobody understand me, man. I think they think I'm stupid or something. I'm crazy. But bro, I'm telling you, man, everything we just said, everything all the panel just said, it's shit for real, man. But you gotta wanna be there. You gotta get there. You gotta wanna be there. As much as you want that dog to be dead game, you gotta wanna be in that state to understand how to take care of them and prepare, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be game too, because as soon as you fucking get a feeling of you behind or whatever, or you quit on the dog, he'll quit. Cause he a team with you. So whatever you the leader, so whatever you fucking do, he gonna do too. So you gotta have heart, have hustle, have nuts in this shit too. If you don't, man, then just fucking watch on the sideline, enjoy it, be it fancier, but stay out the fucking fast lane with the bullshit, please.
Yes, sir. Well, go ahead and give us a disclaimer, brother.
Hey man, as always, it's a pleasure up here cooking, man.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. I got a break. I got my condom on. So can we, before we go to this, I got my condom on, yo. I have
I can't play it no more, man.
Is that for real?
Yeah,
okay.
Man. They fucking.
All right, let me take it off. Let me take it off.
They fucking with me about it now, man.
Yeah, save it for later.
Well, we goddamn, that's okay. We got on Patreon. We might need a new one because I didn't beat off to the other one. I need some new shit.
Yeah. Patreon, I might be able to. I can slide in, but YouTube be acting funny about it. One of these weirdos hating on it and shit.
Oh, we weirdos don't like bitches and money.
That's right.
That's the best combination since bread and butter. Bitches and money. Who don't like bitches and money?
Hey, look, check this out. Without the women, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Unless you were a fucking butt baby.
Look, I ain't gonna never forget my motherfucking roots, and I advise everybody else to be the same.
Hell yeah, we all come from a puss.
And unless it was a gay motherfucker that went and complained,
you a butt baby at that point. You know, you was born in dookie. So I could kind of get why you wouldn't like pretty bitches with money talking about how she like to get fucked and sucking dick.
Right.
Nut all on her face and she'll just sit there.
Exactly.
You know, but babies don't like that kind of shit.
Mike can even piss on her for a little extra money in OnlyFans. That's all.
If you're on the right day, you might just do it for free.
There you go. Shit.
Bitches be horny too. Bitches fuck up, man. You know, I don't talk about it. I used to be the pimping too. And them bitches, they just fuck for the bread, still be horny for some real dick. You feel me?
That's right. That's right.
That's just the rest of that shit y'all gonna have to get for Patreon. Get the Schoolboy new book. It's not the same big red handbook. It's not the key book. It's a whole nother shit. It's dope. I'm finna get mine next weekend.
That's right.
Register your shit with his registry, man. International Dogman Coalition. Cause it's real retired dogmen up there. So your shit gonna be official. Ain't letting no bullshit in, none of that. You can't lie on the pedigree, none of that. You just don't. Boom got them bowls. I thought they was gonna be big old giant bowls. They not that big, so the shipping ain't gonna be that much. Hit them up for that, man, because they dope.
Them bowls, some of them bowls, they about 2 feet wide, man, almost.
Oh, well, I didn't see that big one like that, but yeah, but they dope though. Like fuck with them. I didn't see that big one. I seen the small pic of it. Yeah, that motherfucker is pretty goddamn big.
Look at them, man. Them some big motherfuckers. I'm telling you, they nice.
Whatever the price on shipping, whatever the price he charges, be worth it for the motherfucking type dogs who knock shit over or chew up shit, you know?
That's right.
That's the good thing about it. They won't be able to bite them up because of concrete.
Yeah, exactly. Anything, you know, they foul their teeth. You come out there one day, they shit might be needle sharp. It sounds good in theory, but them shit's a break, you know?
He bite on that shit long enough, he won't have no teeth.
Okay, that's what I was getting to, you know. Disclaimer.
Should last forever.
Hell yeah, none of this shit is used for, should be intended to be used for any illegal purposes or activities. You already see what type of time I'm on, so if you is using it for that, man, and you telling anybody up here, especially me, and we end up on the same yard, remember the training day scene in the bathroom. That's gonna be used. In the motherfucking pink dog fool. I'm gonna stick you up in that motherfucker. You ain't gonna like what you get because you niggas can't fight no more. Everybody is shooter, but they skip the fighting part of life. So, and there ain't no guns in there. It's gonna be me, you, and the knife and concrete. Other words, just don't do it. You feel me? It ain't worth it. They send niggas to the feds for this shit now, and you niggas can't seem to stop talking online. Tomorrow, Monday, scratch hard into that bitch. If you sign up to the Patreon, salute. You know, you like the shit we talk on here, but the shit over there, way, way, way doper. It's that uncut dope. You feel me? No fin in it. It's pure straight chopo. Fuck with it. It's only $10 a month. You need to spend that on blunts and dumbass shit. You feel me? Go over there, get some real game. Because the shit we talk about over there, we ain't even gonna upload over here. Because that'll be fucked up to the people that pay. But anyway, man, it's been a blast, y'all.
Hello everyone, School Baby here. I'm super excited to share our newest installment of Dogman history, dogs, dogmen, and bloodlines. We've just done a full restock and we can't wait to share everything from our home to yours.
Baby!
Make sure y'all go and check out Schoolboy's new book. Email Schoolboy, hit him up on Instagram or Facebook. And we'll see y'all. Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat, super chat, and everybody came through showing love and support this week. And we will get with y'all on the Patreon and be back here on Sunday.
What up, Memphis? Nick, I see you, homie. Soul Power,
Thank you.
Eli, what up, cuz?